Yes, please. Thank you, Father. Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum, Nisambula Vinaka, and a very good evening to you all. Thank you. It is indeed an honor to be here this evening to be part of this Golden Coin launch campaign by FENS Fiji. I stand here on behalf of the Prime Minister who was supposed to launch your campaign. Unfortunately, he is committed and I apologize on his behalf. And just on that note, even though the invitations must have gone late, Father Ba, I think the number of people we have here will be able to take this campaign to the greater public. Thank you all for that. Please allow me to begin with this message, and it's about parenting. That's where children come in, and that's where FENS Fiji comes in supporting the poorest of the poor children in terms of getting them to school. And we all will agree that parenting is a lifelong journey, and of course it's a very, very important responsibility. Every parent wants to be a good role model to his or her child, but we must also agree that parenting is not easy as it used to be, especially in today's age and the social dimensions of the society that we live in. And but of course we all can work together to ensure that our children grow up and get what they deserve as children of our community. And every parent needs support, whether it's moral support, whether it's financial support. And this is where parents step into for support in terms of making sure that every child goes to school. And this is where FENS Fiji comes in. I came to know about FENS Fiji last year when I joined the ministry. I mean, before that I used to hear, but I never paid attention as to what FENS Fiji was doing. In fact, what FENS Fiji is doing is basically complementing my ministry's work, and of course the government's work in ensuring that we create a knowledge-based society, and that starts with sending our children to school. Okay? And please allow me to quote, as articulated by Father Kevin Ba in the 2012 report of FENS Fiji, which says, I quote, "Making education accessible to the poorest of the poor children in the country." We all will agree that we have certain percentage of our community which is classified as the poorest of the poor. And this is also where the ministry comes in. Many people have this thing that the Ministry for Poverty Alleviation looks after all sectors of the community. No, we also target the poorest of the poor. And this is where most of our welfare, social protection programs are targeted at. So I'm very thankful that FENS Fiji is also complementing the work of the government and my ministry. And at this point, I must acknowledge the efforts and the contributions of Father Kevin Ba, the trustees and the board in the efforts to improve circumstances of our children which may not be very favorable. And I believe together with FENS, the Fiji government is determined to ensure that the welfare of the poorest of the poor families, especially the children, are protected. And we all must agree that the welfare of and the happiness of the nation's children is also one of the top priorities of the Fiji First government. And across a broad front, our entire government is working to improve the current situation and future prospect of our children and the future of our nation. And by far most important, we believe children are the most important natural resource. So of course, indeed, I'm delighted to be here this evening with you. And if I may also add that collectively our mission should be is to ensure that the initiatives that the government has in place, especially when it comes to education, the education sector takes the bulk of the government's budget. And you are aware of the initiative that the government is it has put in place, especially in terms of bus fare initiatives, tuition-free grants, and the budget that is allocated to the education sector is solely so that we put our children to school. Unfortunately, we do come across many children who still do not go to school despite these initiatives of the government. There are many reasons for that. One could be that parents are still finding it hard to send their children to school. And this is where initiatives such as the Golden Coin Campaign comes in place, where individuals, corporate bodies, we get together to contribute to the fund of FENS Fiji. And the money is used in providing stationery, shoes, bags, which at one time used to be the responsibility of parents. No matter how poor the parents were, okay, parents made sure that their children went to school. If I may share with you an example, way back in 1984, I mean, that time things were different. I was like 13, 14 years old. There are five siblings, single mother, okay? My mother never knocked on the doors of social welfare to get assistance. Neither did she beg from family members to assist us to put us through school. She worked hard. She was an able-bodied woman. Now she's 70 years old. She brought us up. My youngest brother was probably a week old when my dad left us. So my point is, if you are able-bodied, that responsibility lies with the parents, unless, of course, there are situations that allow you not to be able to bring up your children. And that is something that we seem to find in our daily work. A lot of families, a lot of parents try to shift their responsibilities to organizations, to the state. So much today, some of them think it's the state's responsibility to put the share. We cannot do it alone. The government cannot do this alone. So the government comes halfway, organizations come probably a quarter way, but there has to be some responsibility on the part of parents. And that is where my ministry comes in, on positive parenting. So FENS Fiji is doing its bit, Ministry of Education is doing its bit, my ministry is doing its bit, other organizations and NGOs are doing their bit. So why do we still have children roaming the streets of towns and cities when it's school hours? We still have. And when we have a task force, allow me to inform you about the task force. We have a task force that we call the Loloma Task Force. It's seeing things in a very compassionate and a very loving manner. So when we pick up these children, whether it's 11 o'clock in the night, last week we had an operation around Sports City and Damodar cinemas. When we pick up these children, the funny thing is that when we take them back home, they have parents who are sleeping, who are sitting around, not bothered where their children are. So that is something that we seriously need to think about. And collectively, we'll have to address that. And I believe one of the solutions to addressing this is strengthening our family network. It's very important. We still have parents who lock out the doors to these children. We have to go knock on the doors. Excuse me, Mr. So-and-so, is this your child? Yes. Not even bothered to ask us where the child was. 2 weeks ago, our officer in charge of the Loloma Task Force was alerted by the Super City Council that there were 3 children. The youngest was about 2 years old. The eldest was about 8 years old. In the rainy weather, with the rain that we had, I think a week and a half, they were shivering and sitting near the bus stand. So we had to take them, he had to take them to the house. Unfortunately, the parents were very reluctant to have them. There's, this is a discipline problem and stuff like that. Now, who's going to address all that? We cannot let the government address all that. We will have to work together to ensure and remind parents about their responsibilities. And it's also very important that we understand that when we look at the poorest of the poor, we have a percentage there. But we do have other people sneaking into these systems as well. So we have to be very smart. And this is where we say we do not want to promote that handout mentality that we are often accused of. Okay? Giving too much, can lead to that, being too dependent, the free handout mentality. So our intentions are very good. The government's intention is very good. FENS Fiji is coming to assist the poorest of the poor. But where does that leave the parents? That's my question. Where does that leave the parents? So parents will also have to take up the challenge to ensure that the child becomes their responsibility. A bit of responsibility will have to be borne by the parents, simple as that. Okay? So we wholeheartedly support FENS Fiji in the bid to ensure that all children go to school, but at the same time, I would urge the public to be mindful of the fact that the parents and the community also has a big role to play when it comes to the children. We have a government which has a policy that we will leave no child behind. We will not leave any child behind, but at the same time, we will need the support and the cooperation from the parents to ensure that we work together. The donations that will come in, people will be giving in the golden coin, whether it's a $1 or a $2 coin. It doesn't have to come from business sectors. It doesn't only have to come from the adults. We have children who come from very good families. Okay, we'd request these children to put aside that as a sacrifice, and probably save from their pocket money. That's real compassion, and a dollar at a time. They say a drop at a time will fill the jar. So a dollar at a time. Okay, and for the corporate bodies, you've heard it, $100,000. If you give in, Father, it's tax-free? Yes. So please grab that opportunity, dig deep into your pockets, and put this to a worthy cause. And we will see that we will make this campaign a very successful one. To these children, there's so much being done for you. Those who are going to benefit from this campaign, they also owe it to the fact that we want them to progress. Okay, this is specially done for those children, and these children have to be mindful of the fact that they are the chosen ones. They are going to be assisted in terms of stationery, books, shoes, bags, and etc. And to the general public, please give as many gold coins as you can to this appeal. Diwali is around the corner. Christmas is just after that corner. So let us save. Let us think about those who do not have. And I have a very, very favorite saying. And as I walk into my house, I'm reminded of what it says is, let us be thankful for what we have. So we all need to be thankful for what we have been blessed with. And we also have to be mindful of those who do not have as much as we have. So please give generously, and this is for a good cause. And again, to the nation's business, very important message. Please heed the call of the Employers Federation and the Chamber of Commerce to back this wonderful initiative. Let's just not talk about the principle of corporate and social responsibility, but let's take this responsibility, seize it, dig deep to make the 2015 Golden Quail Appeal by FENS Fiji count in our collective effort as a nation to create a more level playing field for our children. And please join me, FENS Fiji and the rest of the government as partners in improving the circumstances of the nation's poorest children, because I think we all can agree on this. We will never truly be able to hold our heads up high as human beings or be truly proud as a nation if we leave even a single Fijian child behind. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, the government is doing everything possible itself to improve our children's future, but we cannot do it all alone. Gone are those days when most needy parents would lie thinking where the next bus fare would come from, the next day's bus fare would come from. We are taking that. They would lie awake thinking how they are going to pay the school fees for their children. The government has taken that responsibility away. So to the parents, please take these opportunities. Make sure your children are in school. And of course, other initiatives of the government, such as Class 1 students, a lot of debate about the free milk, but with BICS, very wonderful public partnership to boost the strength of our Year 1 students. And of course, We are also committed to raising standards generally in the nation's schools. We've banned corporal punishment. We want a much stronger effort by everyone to keep our children safe. You may be aware of the various social ills, as mentioned, that continue to plague our society: child abuse, the recent corporal punishment hype that was created. Those are the things that we do not condone. Okay, so keeping our children safe, whether it's from physical abuse, sexual abuse, or corporal punishment, is our responsibility, and we do not want to lose young lives to that. And on the final note, again, when it comes to children, of course, if I can take a minute and promote the National Child Helpline, that is also for our children. We have a National Child Helpline launched in partnership with the Medical Services Pacific this year. Toll-free number 1325. Parents and children can both use this to talk about issues that they have. Maybe a child can pick up the number. It's a toll-free line, Vodafone, Digicel, Telecom. So for some reason, if the child is not able to go to school, there's no food in the house, okay? Well, again, that's a parental responsibility, but we do have parents who neglect their responsibilities. The child can use that. 1325, a free call. We have counselors on the other side who understand 3 languages, Hindi, Fijian, and Rotuman. And of course, we will be there to assist these children should they need help. And finally, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, together we can make a difference. And I think we will. And I want to close by thanking individuals, companies, organizations who have already committed themselves to assisting the FENS Fiji appeal, whether by making donations or already dying to pledge Father Ba. I think people are now excited, and I'm sure we will have others joining us. So on behalf of not only FENS Fiji, ladies and gentlemen, but as a nation as a whole, thank you very much for being part of this initiative. And we hope that this year's fundraising drive, Father Ba, is going to be successful. And you can count on my ministry to be a partner with you in all these things. Let us make the 2015 Golden Coin Collection the biggest yet. And do I have to put a coin somewhere? We will? Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And I hope we all will work together to make this event a very, very successful one. Thank you.
Bravo! Thank you.
Take your way where you can